Good morning, all my lovely friends, my beautiful minds. Let's inspire each other, okay? Today, we're overcoming the negative walls. First off, negative feelings usually result from being too focused on ourselves. Remember what I said, that whatever you focus on is going to expand. So when you focus on yourself, in a haughty way or a prideful way, you'll notice that everything around you is wrong, but you're not to blame. And it's hard to take responsibility for yourself when everything else is everybody else's fault, right? So we want to kind of go around that and start to serve others and focus on other people, so it starts to balance out. We're not up here and everybody else is down here. But when you're serving the people and giving them something that they can use, it starts to do it like that, and we don't have these walls built up around us where there's a separation between the people, you and the people, you and your circle of influence. And usually when we start to fall into these traps or these strongholds, we have fallen into what would we say? It's like you're believing a lie. If you figure somebody at work, they don't like me, they don't ever say anything to me, and all of these things, remember that you're focusing on yourself and the other people are wrong, when a lot of times they don't care what you're doing. They're not trying to be mean to you. They don't care what you're doing, but you're like, they did this to me. And it might have been a mistake, it might have been on purpose, even whatever it is. Who's responsible for you? You are. So I know this is a hard thing right here, but you can't let anybody else dictate how you feel. Those feelings that you feel are your responses. So if you work on that, some of the things that people do is just like, man, you're an idiot, and I'm going to keep going. And then you have those, when you're focused on yourself, somebody does something, you blow up at them because you are offended. So we're going to overcome this negative wall, okay? So let's overcome this. What we need to do is sit down and think, okay? Find a place to think. I love my thinking chair. That's where I think about what I think about. And what you want to do is start to be aware of the negativity, because you feel something. You feel like your soul, or you feel like your whole spirit is just down, and you like, something's just not right. Well, then usually something isn't right. So you want to sit down and think about what it is that's not right. And wherever that feeling leads you, or wherever that negativity is compounding, trace it to its source. This person did this to me. And usually if it's like based on somebody else, there's a plot of unforgiveness sitting there growing up weeds in your life. And we need to pull the weeds. We need to cure the land. Cultivate it, remember? So identify those feelings and take it to the source, trace it to the source, and then deal with it. If it's something that somebody did to you, I'm not telling you to go beat that person up, but I want you to deal with it in your spirit. So if it's unforgiveness, you might have to forgive them. I'm sorry to say, but you might have to. And that way, unforgiveness is usually a hold on you and not anybody else. Okay? Just because you're mad, some people just move on and you're still sitting there. Unforgiveness is a release for you to move on. Okay? So I'm not telling you to forget anything. Always learn your lessons. But, don't sit there and be trapped, entangled in weeds because you haven't let things go. So what you want to do is identify it, trace it to the source, deal with it, and then replace it. Sometimes you can replace it by doing the opposite of what happened. So if you if you found that you have some guilt on you and that guilt is causing a negative effect throughout, it's just vibing throughout your whole life, what you might want to do is go to the source, deal with it, and replace it. So whatever is making you feel guilty, correct that action. And as you replace that source, focus on it, on that. And as it expands, it'll be a positive expansion in your life. And positivity will vibe throughout your whole life. So everything that you do won't be a trap. It'll be liberating, a stepping stone for you to get to the next level. So focus on that replacement. And as you go throughout this day, I just want you to really look for those things that's really slowing you down. And it might not be a full wall, or might even not be a stronghold, but there's little obstacles, little pebbles in the. I don't know if you ever rode a bike and you're riding as fast as you can down a hill and you see that one little rock. I can remember this, where we used to live when I was a kid. We had hills like this, and my brother would tell you. And you see that one rock, you see your life flash before your eyes. Death is coming. And that one little rock, just one little rock, once they will hit that rock, it's the end of life. But on a positive note, deal with those rocks that's in the road. Do what you need to do to replace them. Focus on that. And instead of having that bad patch of land with weeds growing up and getting into entanglements, replace that with a good patch of land. Sow seeds of hope, sow seeds of financial seeds, something that's going to prosper and make, that's going to produce 100-fold. Okay. So you guys have an awesome day.